Tonight on The South Today, Dunedin's Mayor and City Councillors take a stand for a good cause, campaigning against cuts to the new hospital. Protesters join forces in Queenstown, raising concerns about the serious housing crisis in the resort town. And children get to meet their heroes as the emergency services teams up for a day of fun in Invercargill. Kia ora, good evening, I'm Hannah Wilkins. Bright t-shirts and a snappy slogan were on show yesterday at a meeting of the Dunedin City Council in support of an important cause. The Mayor and City Councillors are leading a new campaign billed as They Save, We Pay, protesting any cuts to the new Dunedin hospital development.
City councillors and civic leaders swapping their corporate wear for colourful t-shirts, bearing a strong message. Elected representatives of the Dunedin City Council took a united stand yesterday, protesting plans by the government to trim the budget and extent of the new Dunedin hospital build. The original detailed business case revealed in 2020 included a range of new facilities and services, some of which have since been cut. Dunedin Mayor Jules Raddick believes the cause is an important one.
They save, we pay, because the government might save money on this cutting of hospital services, but we will pay with our health care and potentially with lives.
The revised hospital design plans would trim a number of areas, including cuts to the pathology department and mental health spaces for elderly. Those plans have raised concern from health experts and the general public.
We want people to get involved to show the government that they need to put the funding back in, they need to replace all the stuff that's been taken from the hospital and build the best hospital.
Dunedin Hospital's the largest hospital south of Christchurch, servicing people from across the Otago and Southland regions. The Deputy Mayor is calling on the public to join the campaign and post messages to the MPs to try and prevent the cuts.
We need to fight to get the best hospital for our people. This is so important, it's vitally important for the next 50 years.
Representatives from Te Whatu Ora Health New Zealand were giving an update on current hospital plans at a public meeting earlier this evening at Te Hura Otago Museum. In Dunedin, The South Today.
Alarming security camera footage is emerging, showing the dramatic burglary of a Christchurch vape shop over the weekend. This surveillance video shows a stolen vehicle making multiple attempts to ram through security screens at the business before up to a dozen thieves stormed the shop, trying to grab everything in sight. The break-in occurred at the Vapeology store in the suburb of Shirley on Saturday night. The store's manager estimates at least $15,000 worth of stock was stolen in the raid. Christchurch police are making follow-up inquiries and are reviewing the CCTV footage in the hopes of identifying the offenders. Around 100 people joined together along Queenstown's Waterfront last night in a peaceful protest to highlight the resort's serious rental housing crisis. Many of the protesters had personal stories to share as they called for urgent action, with Queenstown's Mayor Glenn Lewis noticeably absent from the event.
It's a situation that affects every part of Queenstown's economy. And on Monday night, workers, residents and employers took to the streets to bring change to the growing housing crisis. With the number of people out of homes continuing to increase, the local duo Hannah Sullivan and Lindsay Waterfield have brought people together to share stories and put a face to those affected.
You're not alone, you're not on your own in this. I think as well, just highlighting to people who are not here maybe that at these amount of people, that this is also too many people to have homeless here.
Some brave people have come to tell their experiences of being kicked out for Airbnbs, while others have come in support of the unheard voices.
Then I got given notice last year, and I was in a boarding house, but they kicked everybody else out and decided that they wanted to rent it to a company.
For people 50, way up into the hundreds if they live that long. But I believe it's a very silent community.
Southland MP Joseph Mooney and Queenstown Councillor Craig Ferguson have made an appearance to listen to the protesters and help find a solution to the region-wide problem.
We did an approach from, I think, various players to solve this, and one of them I don't think is exacerbated, to be frank, is the war on landlords. that the present government, the Labor government, has instituted. Because
Hannah Sullivan says this is hopefully the first of many protests yet to come, and believes this is the best way to keep the conversation going. In Queenstown, the South Today.
A Gore rest home has opened the doors on its new chapel, with a special visitor making a return for the blessing.
The Parata rest home welcomed the Anglican Bishop of Dunedin, Stephen Benford, to bless their brand new chapel. Te Whānau o Hukanui Marae members welcomed visitors and also presented a kuruwai or Māori cloak to the home, which the bishop wore for the occasion. The rest home was named after Hoani Parata, who was a vicar of Gore's Holy Trinity Church in the 1920s. His granddaughter, Penny Hutchins, attended the blessing and was impressed with the new chapel, especially the recycled windows mounted on the wall.
I think it's wonderful, and it's good you've been able to use the stained glass windows from, I understand, from Riversdale, which is lovely.
The chapel moved to the daycare centre after the rest home outgrew its old space. The move creates a more accessible area for the residents, with increased seating for their fortnightly services. In Gore, the South Today.
Police, firefighters and ambulance staff put down their radios for a moment and invited the public to an open day at Invercargill Surrey Park over the weekend. The Southland Emergency Service Day was a huge hit with the kids, offering a chance to meet some genuine heroes and even try on their uniforms.
A police puppy steals the show as first responders open their doors to the public at the Southland Emergency Service Day on Saturday. Some keen kids couldn't resist the opportunity to put on a uniform or check out the inside of a police car.
Yeah, so today it's a lot of fun for us because we get to interact with the kids. They can put on gear. We sometimes will time them to see if they can put their gear on and inside of a minute.
The event was a chance for the public to meet emergency crews, express their thanks and hopefully make a donation to the Westpac Rescue Helicopter Appeal.
Lots of smiles. Look, I think any time you've got a police dog puppy over there, the chopper flew in and you've got lights and sirens, the kids are loving it.
An Otago rescue helicopter joined the fun, proving to be a popular prop for a family photo. Soon it was off, back to work for the rescue crews with another major fundraiser, a bike ride from Queenstown to Invercargill, scheduled for this May. In Invercargill, the South Today.
Whai Yakane, still to come on the South Today. An Otago student-led clothing swap gives locals the chance to upcycle clothing, and a small central Otago town shows off the wares of local and international gin distillers at a brand new festival.
All new episodes of Put Some Colour in Your Life are now screening on Channel 39. Take a look at Australian artists and the techniques they use in their studio. Put Some Colour in Your Life. Tuesdays, 7:30.
Aero, used by Australia's top bowlers with their unique Z-scoop grip that redefines the game. Machined with robotics for unparalleled accuracy, Aero, same line, every time.
Drive away your way with 3 incredible offers on the Honda CR-V Adventure Ready range. Choose from 2.9% finance with zero deposit, third finance, or lease a new CR-V from just $136 per week. These offers are only available for a limited time, so be in quick. From Honda.
They say size matters, but bigger's definitely not better as far as my mate John's concerned. Itty bitty teeny weeny prices. John's taken 40, 50 and even 60% off clearance items, and you can pay it off over 24 months interest-free. The biggest range at the lowest prices. Itty bitty teeny weeny prices.
Where did you get that furniture from? Stafford Street. And my mate John.
If you're at risk of developing melanoma skin cancer, you owe it to yourself to have a mole map. Mole map is coming to your area. Phone today to make an appointment. It could save your life.
Garage Dunedin, delivering quality, stylish garage doors in Dunedin for over 17 years. New doors, replacement doors and maintenance are all part of Garage quality service. Garage Dunedin offers a full range of modern quality doors to suit any home. Come visit the team.
Tēnā koe, welcome back. A group of Otago University students have organised a clothing swap, giving people the chance to get themselves some new threads while reducing the impact of fast fashion on the planet.
Students for Environmental Action held the sale in the Union Common Room, where piles of clothing were on offer for swaps, some even going for free. The organisers say the event was held in an effort to help reduce the amount of clothing going to landfill. In New Zealand, around 180,000 tonnes of clothing and textiles get thrown out each year, with the group hoping sales like these can help reduce those numbers.
Reuse those clothes through a clothes swap and just get them cycled through different people rather than going straight to landfill, then that's the main goal, is just to reduce that.
This is the second year the student organised event has been run, with the environmental group hoping to run similar sales each semester. In Dunedin, the South today.
Arrowtown played host to a festival with a twist over the weekend as more than 800 people gathered to enjoy New Zealand's first international gin festival. Distilleries from around the world were pouring their best, and for many fans of the bitter beverage, a tall mixed drink in the sun proved to be just the tonic.
Gin, gin and more gin is on the menu as the inaugural International Gin Festival kicks off in Arrowtown. Over 800 punters from across the country came to the heart and soul of New Zealand's gin production over Friday and Saturday to get a taste of unique gins from New Zealand, Italy, the UK and Australia.
Sorry, Hayman's from the UK, Ginato from Italy, Four Pillars from Australia. So it is an international gin festival, but a huge focus is on the supreme quality of New Zealand gin that we produce here.
The festival boasts a strong musical lineup along with the variety of cocktails and G&Ts, bringing in local talent Sam Maxwell, Gypsia and Sweet Mix Kids. No two gins taste the same, with 25 international and homebrew distilleries each showing off their own unique twist on the Dutch drink.
Our signature gin is our orchard gin, uses kawa and pear.
We have a lemon verbena gin, which uses the lemon verbena leaf rather than citrus, and it gives kind of like green tea-like qualities.
Festival organiser Sam Carter hopes to make the festival an annual event, bringing love to the old mining town and distilleries across central Otago. In Arrowtown, the South today.
And now recapping tonight's top stories on the South today. Dunedin's Mayor and City Councillors helped launch a campaign against cuts to the new hospital, saying they save, we pay. Protesters have joined forces in Queenstown, raising concerns about the serious housing crisis in the resort town. And some Invercargill children met their heroes as police, firefighters and ambulance crews teamed up for a day of fun in the deep south. And now a look at what's happening in tomorrow's ODT, and we welcome the editor, Barry Stewart. Hello, Barry.
Hello, Hannah.
What can we expect in your paper tomorrow?
Well, continuing on with the hospital protests and discussion, there was a meeting today, and clinicians involved in the new Dunedin Hospital project were worried about shelling of clinical workspaces, and they're calling for assurances that there'll be no further cuts. So they are saying that it's on a little bit of a knife edge. So there is concern out there, and hence the reason why people are up in arms and complaining about it. And another issue, plastic litter around Otago has increased by nearly 900%.
Wow.
Over the past 3 years,
massive.
according to the latest Keep New Zealand Beautiful National Litter Audit.
Right.
So they target a particular area and multiply that. So, but it clearly doesn't sound too good.
No.
And on a lighter note, if you look inside the ODT tomorrow, you will see your complete comprehensive guide to the 2023 Otago Rally. Best spots to look and view and enjoy the experience.
Fantastic. We look forward. Thank you for sharing this evening, Barry.
Thank you.
And time now for a look at the weather.
The South Today weather, proudly brought to you by MoleMap, the skin cancer detection specialists.
Looking at the situation, an anticyclone will move across the southern ocean tomorrow with cold southeasterly airflow dying out over the region. Heading to the top of the South Island, gusty southeasterlies are inbound. This will make for a cool and windy day right across the board here tomorrow. Nelson and Greymouth, you're heading for a high of 16. Christchurch, prepare for a showery 12 degrees. Travelling to South Canterbury and North Otago. Cold winds will blow through here tomorrow on what will be a very cloudy day. By numbers, 13 in Ashburton, Timaru 12 degrees and Oamaru a high of just 11. Heading westwards to the Central Lakes. Well, after some snow on the mountains today, winds will ease up tomorrow as we come through here with mostly clear skies. Both Wanaka and Queenstown will reach 16 as the high, with Alex heading for 14 degrees. Heading through the south, it's shaping up to be a relatively fine day with light winds. Both Gore and Balclutha getting a high of 14 degrees, while the Catlins gets 12 with a bit of cloud and southeasterly winds. And down to the deep south, mostly cloudy tonight with a low of 7 degrees. The next 2 days are becoming fine with light winds and cool temperatures and even colder nights. Wednesday's high will be 14 and Thursday's 16 degrees. And finally, heading to Dunedin. Showers tonight with strong southerlies as it drops to 8 degrees. Tomorrow, expect the coldest day we've had in a long time, 12 the high with cold winds and early showers. Thursday's looking cloudy too with a sunny afternoon and warmer easterly winds, the high 13 degrees. And that's the news this Tuesday. For the latest news and videos from the southern region, head online to odt.co.nz. You can follow Channel 39 on YouTube to catch our news bulletins on demand. And you can also now follow us on Facebook. Just search for the South Today NZ to see our favourite stories from around the regions. We'll see you again tomorrow. Ka kite apopo.
Public interest journalism funded through New Zealand On Air.